Before we get into this week's episode of CNT, I want to give a quick thank you to our sponsors. The Everett Aquasats have been sponsoring me for all of 2020, and I just want to thank them for that. They have been with me through the thick and the thin, and they have been very kind to me. They are the single A affiliation of the Seattle Mariners and are doing a lot to help the community, and I highly recommend supporting them and giving them a follow on Instagram at Everett Aquasats. Also, check them out at Funko Field, maybe go to a game or two. Hi, I'm your host, Justin Yomart, and this is the CNC Podcast. For this week's episode, I'm going to be explaining why I think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James. Now, I do have notes in my lap, so I apologize if I'm looking down a bit too much. I'll try not to, but I'm just going to apologize in advance. Before we get into this, I want to look at the card of the week, which is my Wade Boggs autograph. I recently acquired this card in a trade with Cards in 2014. Now, he's a great guy in the card community, and I highly recommend dealing with him. But now, I like this card so much because I've always liked Wade Boggs, and he's, I think, one of the best third basemen of all time, and in my top 3 favorite third basemen of all time, top 10 infielders of all time. And so I was very excited to be able to pick up an autograph card of his. So now let's jump into this video. Starting off, I'm going to read some stats and achievements in both of their careers. Now, Jordan is 6-6 in the finals, while LeBron is 3-9. Jordan is a 14-time All-Star, LeBron is a 16-time All-Star. Jordan is a 5-time MVP, LeBron is a 4-time MVP. They both won Rookie of the Years. Jordan is a 10-time scoring champ, LeBron is a 1-time scoring champ. Jordan is a 3-time All-Star Game MVP, and so is LeBron. Jordan is a 9-time All-Defense, and LeBron is a 6-time All-Defense. Jordan has won a 1 Defensive Player of the Year award. LeBron has not won any. Jordan is a 6-time Finals MVP. LeBron is only a 3 times Finals MVP. Jordan has won 3 Steals champs, while LeBron has not won any. Jordan is an 11-time All-NBA, while LeBron is a 15 All-NBA. Now, Jordan's 4 best teammates are Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, and Horace Grant. LeBron's are Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Anthony Davis. Their 4 fiercest rivals are for Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, and Magic Johnson, while LeBron's are Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, and Dirk Nowitzki. Now, let's take a look into them side by side of their competitors and teammates. In teammates, you have Magic versus Curry. In opponents, you have Magic versus Curry. I personally believe that Magic Johnson is better than Stephen Curry. And then Isaiah Thomas versus Kobe Bryant. I personally think Kobe Bryant is the better player out of those two. And then Larry Bird versus Dirk Nowitzki. As much as I love Dirk Nowitzki, Larry Bird is the better player out of the two. And then Reggie Miller versus KD. I think Kevin Durant is the better player. So that goes to show that their competition seems to be equal, and both went up against great competition. And so that proves the argument that Jordan had played against plumbers. That might be like some of the scrubs might have been plumbers, but he played fierce competition and truly had a hard time to be such a great player. And so has LeBron. They've both had difficult opponents to have to face. Now, if we look at teammate-wise, you have Kyrie Irving versus Tony Kukoc. Kyrie Irving is better, in my opinion. Dwayne Wade versus Scottie Pippen. I think Scottie Pippen's better. Horace Grant versus Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is better, in my opinion. And then Dennis Rodman or Anthony Davis better. So this shows that LeBron's teammates were better than Jordan's teammates. And it shows that even though Jordan has had his teammates for longer, LeBron's had better teammates all around that truly helped him and saved him in multiple times in his career, and really helps to show that Jordan has done better with worse teammates. As you see, Jordan is a much better defender than LeBron. in multiple occasions, Jordan's defense has shined, and his defense really, without Jordan's great defense, he would only have 2, maybe 3 rings. His defense shined in all of his playoff runs, and he truly was a great defender. Yes, LeBron has his moments, and the blockiness in Iguodala may be his best moment. It's one of the best blocks of all time, if not the best. And it was great. He played great that series. However, that's the only one that really outshines any of Jordan's moments, which proves that Jordan was a better defensive player than LeBron ever was. Also, LeBron turns the ball over way more than Jordan did. LeBron has 2 playoff games with more than 10 turnovers, and in the finals, LeBron has had 177 turnovers compared to Jordan's 99, which shows Jordan's holding on to the ball, not losing the ball nearly as much. And then it also goes to show how that LeBron is turning the ball over a lot more than Jordan was. And yes, you may argue he's been in 3 more finals. Yes, that is true. But he is still turned the ball over more in multiple occasions like those 2 playoff games. He was not clutch enough to keep the ball in hand, and he lost the ball, and it led to them losing in both games. Also, MJ is a lot more clutch than LeBron. Some of his amazing shots were all the shot and the shot team. Now, if we look back to when LeBron was with the Heat, he was down Game 6. Ray Allen hit the 3-pointer that tied the game and helped win them the game. Yes, LeBron carried that team still the last 25 points to bring them back into the game, but Ray Allen hit the clutch shot. Then if we go look into the finals where the Cavs came back from 3-1, Kyrie Irving hit the big shot to help propel them to that championship. LeBron is great, but he is not nearly as clutch as Jordan. He has his teammates hit the tough shots that help win the game, which really shows that, yeah, he's great, but he cannot hit those clutch shots. And also another thing is Jordan had to go up against 3 teams with 50 wins or 2 teams with 60 wins in 5 out of his 6 title runs, where LeBron has never had to do that, which also shows that, yeah, they have similar players that are just as good and bad, but the teams Jordan went up against were more deep and had better players and were truly better. And it just goes to show that Jordan had tougher competition than LeBron does now. Also, Jordan was never outscored by a bench player in any playoff game, including the finals. Yet, LeBron did that in the 2011 NBA Finals when Jason Terry outscored him as the 6th man on that Dallas Mavericks team. And LeBron, the so-called king, he played double those minutes and did not score as many points and was outscored by someone who played 15 minutes when he was playing about 35. More than double. MJ's mentality and mindset was unmatched. He would take things so personally and would persevere through everything to prove to himself and his team that he is the best. Now, LeBron, he has a good mindset, yes, but he's not really, it's nowhere compared to Michael Jordan's. Someone could say good game after Jordan had a good game, and he would take that and turn that into a 50-point game the next night. He took all discouragement to prove that he was the best, and he didn't stop for anyone. He just kept walking and truly wanted to be the best, and he was. No one could handle him. He was feared by every NBA player and team. And this goes to show against the series against the Pacers when Larry Bird was the coach. I mentioned this when I did my review on the Jordan documentary. Jordan had about 1.5 seconds to get a shot off. The Pacers thought it was over and they had won. But the coach Larry, one of Jordan's fiercest competitors, knew there's still time for Jordan to hit a shot. And he put up a shot in that little time. And he was a centimeter off from hitting it. Larry Bird was scared that he was going to lose the game when he had the lead with less than 2 seconds left. Now, if LeBron had that, I don't think Larry would have been anywhere more scared than if Steph Curry. I'd be with 1.5 seconds left. I'm more scared of Steph Curry hitting that shot than LeBron. LeBron, this goes show his mindset. Like, he can't hit the clutch shots. He doesn't have the right mindset. He wants to win, but not nearly as much as Jordan did. Jordan took losing as a hatred, and that really propelled him to try harder and really showed how great he truly was. Thank you for listening to this episode of CNT. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really had a good time recording this one. As you can see, I tried to do a little new setup. We'll see how it goes. I might bring it back, but thank you all for listening. It means a lot to me, and stay on the lookout. I have big things coming. Stay tuned, and if you ever want to be featured on an episode, let me know, and I will try and work something out. See ya.